What's up, fantasy champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
Yo, what is going on? What is going on today, ladies and goddamn gentlemen of the Spotlight Sports Network? Here we got the locker room guys back in the building, the two brothers of the Vince McMahon of the network, and I am your moderator, Coach Dante, in between these guys, so I got to be the referee in between these guys, but we're going to introduce the guys that is part of the show, two brothers, Spotlight, Tayrock talking sports. See, got your great San Antonio cap on. How you guys doing today?
I'm good. What's going on? Everybody feeling everybody.
You need to put on bum ass 49ers and stop putting on that ugly ass Spurs.
Okay. Oh, I got something for you. Hold on. You want to do this?
If you're gonna throw on new hats, then I could throw on a new hat. That's not a problem.
Wait. You want to do that? Okay.
I mean, I could throw on a fresh hat.
What you saying? All black boy. We all blacked out. What you saying? She talking about putting on a 49, all blacked out. What you saying?
You know,
but I'm representing my Spurs right now.
Oh, all right, because I was about to go into the Tizank. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna go that route. You feel me? With
I was about to throw on my
the gold shield.
I was about to throw on my Duke boy.
And just to let you know that the Raiders make red look good instead of the 49ers. I'm just saying. He make it look better than what the 49ers looking like. I'm just saying.
It's like somebody put a crayon to that.
Shout out to Culture Kings, man. Shout out to Culture Kings for the hats, man. Appreciate them.
So we already got an intense battle right here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a flourish of topics to go through, but right now I'm the referee of this thing. I got to keep everything calm. So this is what we're gonna do. We got some great topics that's coming up, and we feel like we're gonna have a great debate between these two guys. It always, but. So what we're gonna do, whoever want to answer first, they get 5 minutes a piece to get their stuff out, get their piece out. Then the next man will go. Then after that, y'all can turn it into an all-around debate if you guys wanted to. Then, but we're gonna give it each one of y'all time 5 minutes a piece to talk on the topic. Then after that, y'all can whatever y'all want to debate about, y'all disagree with the statement. So
shout out to Key in the building. Shout out to Let 'Em Burn. Shout out to Iris and Vlogs that's in the chat so far. What's going on, y'all? What's up?
Yeah, it ain't the red. Well, I see vlogs. It was since the Phoenix Suns won. It wasn't the referees last night, wasn't it? But anyway, we're gonna get into it. Okay, this is an interesting topic. Who is the best coach in college basketball? Jay Wright or Mike Krzyzewski from Duke?
We all know where Tayrock is going with this. Like, I don't even know. See, Key, this is a fucking setup. I don't care what nobody say.
Dante, Dante, did me and you talk before? Hold on, wait, time out. Dante, did me and you talk before any of these questions came about?
No. I was about Key.
You talking about Key? Key made the topic.
Me and Key ain't talk either. Me and Key ain't talk either.
No, but does Key know that you're a Duke fan? Come on.
She already knows.
It's always about Villanova and Duke. Nobody want to say nothing about Tennessee, but okay, that's fine.
Tennessee not in the Final Four.
Who gives a shit? You want to be 100 on here, Tayrock? Let's be 100. It's already rigged for Coach K to win it. It's already rigged.
Man, that's some bullshit. I'm not trying to hear that. All of a sudden. No. I'm tired of hearing this. No, I'm tired of no. I'm tired. No, I'm tired of hearing this.
They try to put the Spurs
I'm tired of hearing this.
Order. Tayrock, you got 5 minutes on the clock, brother.
I'm tired. No. I'm tired of hearing this bullshit.
A little bit off camera.
Get your piece out. Get your piece out. Why you think
I'm tired of hearing
the greatest coach in college?
Listen, I'm gonna say my piece right now, and I don't even need 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
First of all, it's not rigged. First of all of a sudden now, this because it's Coach K last year. It's Coach K last year and Duke playing good. Now it's rigged for him to win it. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that bull crap y'all talking. Coach K is one of the greatest coaches of all time in college basketball. There's not too many over him. If you had to make a top 5 between women and men, he would be in that top 5. I'm sorry. There's not too many people that's better than him. We got Pat Summitt, we got Gino, we got Dawn Staley, we got what was the lady name from Baylor? Her and him. They would be my top 5. Or the coach from Stanford. They would be my top 5.
For you, though.
Go ahead, coach.
Well, I got a question for you, Tayrock. If this wasn't Coach K's year, I bet you, if it wasn't his last year, I bet you they would have got knocked out in the first or the second round of this tournament. We've seen it over the years that Coach K could not get to the Final Four in how many years? How many years it took Coach K to get back to the Final Four right now?
How many years y'all been to the Final Four?
It's not about that's not the topic. It's not about Tennessee.
Not about Tennessee.
It's not about Tennessee. But I'm asking, when was the last time Coach K was in the Final Four? When was the last time?
It was like 2015, 2016?
But now all of a sudden he's in the Final Four because he's in the last year of his season.
Okay, you can't. Listen. It's been times where Villanova didn't make it back to the Final Four.
They've been
You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
Final Fours than Duke since 2015. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, of course they have been. I'm not knocking Villanova. Villanova is a great team. They always had a great team for a while. I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is, you're not going to make it every year. Sometimes you have your slumps. That's what happens in college basketball. Ain't nobody going to keep winning it back to back all the time. You're going to have your times where you get knocked out the tournament. Sometimes a team might just play better than you. Look at Gonzaga. They always number one. Then always getting knocked out. You can't never win a national championship. You know what I'm saying? For some odd reason, they just can't do that.
It's different levels when you put Duke and Gonzaga in the same category.
But what I'm saying,
Gonzaga in the same category. You just can't.
Oh, okay. Just like when North Carolina wasn't making it to the Final Four all the time, but then they made it to the Final Four, played Villanova, they lost. They came back, then won it. Then they wasn't in the Final Four the year after that. Or after they got to the Final Four for like 2 years.
Out of all the greatest teams that Coach K had that could have went to the Final Four, those teams that made it out of that lost in those first and second rounds is better than this Duke team. It's better than this Duke team.
Okay,
so
they might.
So you're telling me that those teams that lost in the first and second round is not better than this team that's in the Final Four right now.
Sometimes when a team get hot and they got their chemistry going, it's hard to beat them. It is hard. It don't matter what team it is. Every team in the Final Four got hot and basically got their team to the Final Four. Now it all depends who has more, who wants it more. At the end of the day, I feel like so that's just like if Duke loses in the Final Four, is it still rigged? Is it still rigged?
But I'm telling you, it's already set up, bro. And me personally, I am going to agree with you and go with Coach K. But we do got to give Jay Wright his flowers. What he did with that college. Remember, Villanova wasn't that relevant for a while until Jay Wright got there. They was not relevant. I mean, they did have that one championship back in the 80s, but we have not seen nothing since then, since Jay Wright has been the head coach. So we still have to give him his flowers regardless, because even though Coach K is still going to be one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time. And when it comes to men's, I think Jay Wright is in that top 5 when it comes to men's. Women's, when the men's, yes, but all time, I think he's a little bit out of my five. If you want to mix the women and the men in there, I think Gino Auriemma is a little bit better than Jay Wright. If you want to look at records, Pat Summers up there, Bobby Knight is up there. Those type not even what's his name? Calipari. Calipari is up there too. When he was with Memphis and he was with Kentucky. So you just never know. But I just feel like it wouldn't be rigged. But this is how I feel like it's rigged, right? Y'all lost the ACC. Y'all lost the last game to North Carolina at the regular season, correct?
And what is the greatest?
And now y'all played them in the Final Four. So this is y'all lick back to get to the national championship. North Carolina's not going to beat y'all twice in a row. They just not.
I mean, we do got to give some credit to Coach Jay Wright because, like I say, it's some talent that he developed in the NBA right now. Jalen Brunson is up for a big contract in Dallas right now. We all know Mikal Bridges is an awesome talent. And DiVincenzo is in the NBA right now with Sacramento. So he does deserve a lot of credit. He does deserve his flowers. This is supposed to be still another team, and they still in the final.
My bad. But you got the right team is not one of them great Villanova teams either this year. But they winning. It's just like how the kids is not that great Duke team, but they winning. It all depends if you could just win or not. Who gonna close the game out? For real. Basically, the tournament is based off
City Bay. Yup.
Who's gonna finish it at the end of the game, and if you compete the whole 60 minutes. You could compete however long they play. You could compete long as you're still in the game when down to the last 3 minutes. It's anybody's game. But if you're getting blown out, you got to work harder. But if it's like a 3-4 point game with like 3 minutes left, you never know who's gonna win. You just got to watch it and find out. I want Duke to beat North Carolina, but if North Carolina beat Duke, that's telling me they played better than Duke that night. And I will give North Carolina their respect. I'm not biased.
You got the ass whipped that night. That was a beat down.
I understand that. That's why I don't speak on that. And at the end of the day, I don't know why you laughing because my Spurs just beat your Rockets.
Hey, that's about 3 wins. I ain't tripping about that. That's
Dante don't get too hype about his Rockets. He know what his team gives. He knows
what my team gives.
Us and the Lakers is back to back, but I feel like the only reason why I say Coach K, because you got to think about it. Coach K came to a school where it wasn't even really about basketball. It was just a dominant Ivy League school. Just went there. They had a team. He took that program nothing to a damn near one of the top 5 schools to go play basketball at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like he 42 seasons. That's committed. 42 seasons. And you don't win it all.
He jumped to the NBA, not once.
And that's why I give him so much respect, because no matter if he was losing, he wasn't winning championships, he still stayed there to develop those guys. And he put a lot of players in the NBA, a lot of players in the NBA, even though some of them might not have panned out, but a lot of players, he put a lot of players in the NBA, and like them Duke games, like North Carolina games, that's one of the best rivalries in college basketball. It's probably not as hype as it used to be, but it's always been one of the best rivalries in college. There's not too many great rivalries in college basketball, not no more. So
now that's a good question. Now I'm gonna say this. I think so, because look what happened when Roy Williams left UNC. Look where they're at now after Roy Williams left UNC. Their assistant coach became their head coach, and it was the number 8 seed going into this tournament, and they in the Final Four. I think whoever your successor is, you gotta make one of those assistant coaches your head coach for next year. You do not want to bring in a whole new face for Duke, and then your assistants is not going to keep that system. If I am Duke and I am University of Duke, I will have one of those assistant coaches be the head coach that was a successor under Coach K. I think they will be that. I think they'll still be good.
But I got a question before we move to the next topic for both of y'all, because I got a feeling about this next topic is going to get kind of spicy on this one. But I got a question for both of you guys though. We know the coach from St. Peter's that led St. Peter's to the Elite 8 What do you guys, in your opinion, think about him taking that job at Seton Hall at a bigger time school? Do you think he will have some good success at Seton Hall as he did in St. Peter's?
You want me to take this before you take it? Oh, go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what Seton Hall is a bigger school, but it's not as a big school as the Marquettes or the UConns. Like they're still a school that's like an NIT type of bound type of school. It's an upgrade from St. Peter's, but it's not an upgrade to like a Power 5 conference. You get what I'm saying?
No, it's not a Power 5.
Like it's a jump, but it's like St. Peter's and Seton Hall. It's like it's still close there. So. This is what he's going to have to do if he stays with that Seton Hall job. A lot of those players from St. Peter's might transfer to Seton Hall for him, and I'm gonna say you see it with what's the head coach at USC now for football?
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley. You see that Caleb Williams has transferred to USC. He went with Lincoln Riley. A lot of Oklahoma stars that committed to Oklahoma, decommitted and went and committed to USC. So it's always about an impact as a coach. You have to have the right players and you have to recruit well. That's his question. How is his recruiting? Because recruiting is going to be big, especially if you're going to be at Seton Hall, and you most likely most of the time you're going to be in an NIT. People forget that the NIT was the original national championship before we had the regular NCAA tournament. So people think that the NIT is irrelevant. No, it's just as big as the NCAA tournament. They just don't treat it like that on national television. But I feel like that is a good move for him, and he's going to have to recruit, and he's going to have to get people in the transfer portal to be successful in his first year. He's going to have to let those players going to have to buy into him.
What you think, Tayrock? You think he can be good on that at Seton Hall?
Yeah, I feel like if he could do that good playing against top level competition in the tournament like that, I feel like if he got the right type of players, just like my brother said, if he get the right type of players to come over, he could probably pull it off. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have the right type of guys that play in your system. If you got the right guys for your system, basically you can do almost anything you want to do if you got the you got the right type of players, just like how Chicago is before he brought in a triangle offense. When he brought in a triangle offense, everybody got involved. It was just all about Jordan scoring. But when that triangle offense came in, he had the right players for that system, and that's why it worked so well. Because he had the right players in the right positions to do that. And if he could do that at Seton Hall, I feel like he might not. He might bring Seton Hall back to the tournament.
Yep, like I said, Seton Hall did make the big dance this year. They got blown out by TCU, and like I said, Coach Callaway did this with 3-star recruits, no 5-star recruits. Never was on a team. That's 3-star recruits, two spots lower than 5 stars. 5-star recruits are the bigger names, and he didn't have no 5-star recruits. So that's
them 3-star recruits is now being looked at in the NBA now.
Yep. So we gotta. This is gonna be a good topic. I know Tayrock will love this score right here. So let's see. So Tayrock, Team Duke. It's Team Duke right here. Jay Williams, Kyrie Irving, Brett Hill, Zion Williamson, and Christian Laettner. Okay. Coach Spotlight. Team North Carolina. Whose team is better?
What's Team North Carolina?
Vince Carter, the greatest player of all time. Jerry Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace, and Antoine Jameson. Which team is better? What team you rather?
I'm already say North Carolina because they got the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
You got 9 times out of 10. All he needs is role players. They got.
Think about it, dude. A lot of those players from UNC that they didn't name. They didn't name the James Worthies of the world. Yo. They didn't name the Tyler Hansboroughs of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some UNC players that's off that team. But I mean, that if MJ was,
you forgot about Winslow. He was balling at Tatum was balling at Duke. Okafor was balling at Duke. What?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many players that was off these teams. It's tough. But I mean, when you got the greatest player of all time, and his anniversary just came up of the shot that he made in the national championship. I mean, you can't go wrong with UNC. But I'm sorry, but the way I can't be biased. But listen, it's hard.
Overall, I will go like overall talent. Other than Michael Jordan, Duke would have it. Without Michael Jordan, Duke would beat them. Without Michael Jordan, but you got to think about we had some shooters at Duke. We had JJ Redick, Seth Curry, Austin Rivers. Like we had some Bobby Hurley. Like what? Jay Williams, Carlos Boozer.
If Grant Hill would have stayed healthy his whole career, he would have been a Hall of Famer. I'm
telling you,
that guy was good. That guy came to the league right out the bat. Was tearing up the league. He had that foot injury, that ankle injury that pretty much put him away. If he stayed healthy his whole career, that's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
If you look at the list for UNC, I mean, I could go there too. You know, with Jordan, Jameson, Worthy, Tyler Hansborough, Phil Ford, Vince Carter, Billy Cunningham, Bob McAdoo, Charlie Scott, Sam Perkins, Rasheed Wallace, Walter Davis, Jerry Stackhouse, Kenny Smith, Harrison Barnes, Raymond Felton, like. Do we need to go? I mean, Sean May was a monster. If he just was staying healthy, he was a monster. Todd Lawson, Marvin Williams,
Rashad McCants,
Danny Green. Even though Danny Green's not shit anymore, but you know he was good at UNC.
Rashad McCants was good in North Carolina too. Rashad McCants.
You had John Henson. You had Tyler Zeller when Zeller still played in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, he played for the Charlotte Hornets.
Jackson. You know Brandon Hayward, Cameron Johnson that played for the Phoenix Suns right now.
His little brother played for him.
Yeah, they got some. I mean, if you look at the quality of players that's in the league between Duke and UNC is a Duke and UNC type of league.
Yep.
Dead ass. And Kentucky's up there too.
Yep. All right, so.
But I mean, of course he's gonna take Team Duke. I'm gonna take Team UNC. I don't care.
Just take Michael Jordan off the roster and we got
it. He said just take
I'm gonna be biased because Rasheed Wallace is a Simon Gratz Bulldog native, Philadelphia native. You know I had to go rock with Sheed, you know.
Yeah. Bobby said Team UNC, he got Team UNC. He got Team UNC. All right, so this is gonna be a pretty good one right here. Start bench cut. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan.
Key, this was the obvious.
Cut Matt Ryan.
Obvious. You're going to cut Matt Ryan. You can't put Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the same. You can't put Matt Ryan in the same sentence as Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. You just can't.
Only reason why I'm doing it because I felt like longevity wise, I'm cutting Matt Ryan, I'm benching Tom Brady, and I'm starting Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. Well, you started.
If we want to go off of right now instead of just like career wise, I would cut Tom Brady.
Okay.
I would bench Matt Ryan and start Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
If you want to look at it like that, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it from that because now we have to look at it from Matt Ryan's not a Falcon no more. He's with a whole new team. Mm-hmm. With the Indianapolis Colts. So I mean, we don't know what we're getting. And then of course Tom Brady, you got to think about it. This motherfucker was supposed to retire.
But Bruce Arians retired.
Yeah, I think. Listen, that's another thing I want to talk about too. I think it has something to do with Tom Brady and the reason why Bruce Arians.
Yep.
And,
but what y'all think about that? Do y'all like? I think me and Coach said something about this on the live when we were doing the Heat. And Celtics, do you think that him retiring now have something to do with Tom Brady kind of coming back a little bit? And do y'all think anything will change with Todd Bowles being the head coach of this team?
The Bucks will have Jimmy Garoppolo by the end of the season, by the beginning of the season, and we're gonna have Tom Brady watch. It's like now I'm only playing. Because
John Lynch, your GM said that they're in no talks of getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, I know. We just gave up a lot of pieces this year, and I don't see how we ain't signed Bobby Wagner when we had the chance.
Yeah, goddamn Ram. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't know where they're getting all this damn money from. I don't know where they get all this damn money from.
Imagine Bobby Wagner and Fred Warner in the fucking middle together. That'd have been dangerous. Dangerous. How y'all not pick up How y'all not pick up Bobby Wagner? Like y'all picking up these people we ain't really even heard of before.
So Anthony Price says start, cut, or bench Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna let y'all know off the rip. I'm cutting Lamar Jackson. I am cutting Lamar Jackson.
Man, I wouldn't blame you for that.
I'm cutting Lamar Jackson. I'm starting Josh Allen, and I'm benching Joe Burrow.
No, Matt.
I agree with you on the first one, but I'm starting Joe and benching Josh.
Okay.
Can't be bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm cutting Lamar Jackson. His arm is not better than Joe Burrow's or Josh Allen's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Priming ability is, but the arm is what need to be. The arm is just what brings people, what brings you through. The arm is gonna bring you through.
He improved it, but he ain't better than them.
I mean,
he's not better than them right now.
I mean, but I'll say the Bobby Wagner contract, does that put this Rams team in a back-to-back? What y'all think? Do y'all think the Rams will go back-to-back? Now adding Bobby Wagner along with Aaron Donald, who's gonna get a new contract soon. They already came out and said it. He's gonna get a contract done. It's coming out soon. Do y'all think this put the Rams with the weak NFC now in the fold? You got the Cowboys unloading all their stuff. Not that they wasn't a threat anyway. The only threat pretty much in the NFC West is probably the 49ers with that defense that they got. Do y'all feel like the Rams are going on the brink of a back-to-back with the pieces they added and with Bobby Wagner being the leader of that linebacking spot?
It's tough because you got to think about it. You got to look at it from the offensive side where, you know, their all-time offensive lineman, what's his name, did retire after the Super Bowl. So you gotta address the offensive line. Sony Michel is a free agent, so you really just got Cam Akers on your roster. So you still gotta go get a backup, or you re-sign Sony Michel. Number two, what is the deal with Odell Beckham now? Because you traded Robert Woods to the Tennessee Titans, so now you got to see if you're going to re-sign Odell to a smaller contract, or you're going to let him walk and go with another team. So it's a lot of question marks with the Rams now, knowing that some of their players left, knowing that some defensive players left, and you did add Bobby Wagner, but I think Darius Williams for the Rams, I think he went somewhere else too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he went back to Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken, or it was another team. Don't get me wrong, but the Rams, I mean, even with those losses, you still have the Cooper Kupps, you still have the Tyler Higbee. You know, they end up getting Allen Robinson. That's to replace Robert Woods and Odell Beckham. So I mean, with the way the NFC is shaping out, it's a possibility, but they still got to, how they're going to develop and, players from the draft. For real.
Got another. Go ahead, Tayrock, and answer.
Yeah, nothing after that. He explained it all the way I would have explained it.
What y'all think about that right there?
Cut, bench, or start. Jalen Ramsey, J.C. Jackson, or Tre'Davious White. Now, Tayrock, I don't play corner. So I don't know. This is your position here. So I mean, I can't really. I mean, I know defense. Don't get me wrong, but you played this position personally, so I'm gonna shake the floor on this.
Starting Ramsey.
That's a no doubt. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. I'm cutting. You know what? The matter of fact, this is how I'm gonna do this. I'm starting Ramsey. I'm benching J.C. Jackson, and I'm cutting Tre'Davious White.
Okay. See, I was gonna go this way. I'm starting Jalen Ramsey. That's not even the question. You're starting him, and I'm benching Tre'Davious White. I'm cutting J.C. Jackson because Tre'Davious White is way better man to man. J.C. Jackson.
I was thinking. That's why I was. Like that. Yeah. That's why I was sitting here.
I want Tre'Davious White. Matter of fact, you may start J.C. Jackson now because you don't know how Tre'Davious White going to come back off the ACL either. So that's probably the right move that you probably made. So that's the move right there to be made.
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be so biased here, and I really don't care. I'm starting Jalen Ramsey. I'm benching Tre'Davious White, and I'm cutting J.C. Jackson from the Chargers. I'm cutting him.
Bobby, you heard that? Oh, he ain't no Bobby team no more.
Right. I'm cutting J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson's going to play with the Chargers with Derwin James. Cut his ass. Cut his ass down.
He said cut him a loose, huh? All right, so here we go. Is the Bucks the team to beat in the Eastern Conference?
You said who's the team to beat in the Eastern Conference?
The Bucks, the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. That's what the topic is right there. Basically. Are the Bucks the team to beat in the East?
They're not even number one in the East, are they?
Nope, they're not number one in the East, but they are the defending champions, world champions, though.
Well, yeah, you always got to knock off the champions, especially if they got the record to make it back to the playoffs. And I'm saying, like, you always got to knock the champs off if you want to be the champ.
Yep.
So I feel like it's a couple. I don't feel like it's right now the way the East set up. I don't think there's nobody team you got to beat. I think it's kind of close in the top 4 spots, the top 4 or 5 spots. So I feel like it's really up for grabs to have whoever can get that number 1 seed.
So me, the only reason why I say the Bucks are the team to beat in the East, because if Giannis is there, they're going to be the team to beat.
Yep.
As long as Giannis is on the floor. If Giannis ain't on the floor, hell no, absolutely not.
Yep.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, this Bucks team is a mediocre team if you take Giannis off of it. They are a mediocre basketball team if they don't have Giannis on the floor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so, I mean,
it's just a problem.
So, me personally, I don't think they are the team to beat in the East, and I don't think any team in the East is the team to beat at this point.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
And I'm including the Bucks in that.
That's fair. All right.
That's what I was saying.
So again, got a chat right here. Odell Beckham. Got about Odell Beckham. All right. So I got another question.
If OBJ go to the Ravens, you will never see him on the field, no matter if he's healthy or not.
Oh my goodness! All right, so I got another spicy topic that I think that So what's more impressive? The 27 world titles were won by the Yankees. The three-peat, the back-to-back, the three-peats by Michael Jordan, the 2 three-peats by Michael Jordan, Spurs dynasty, the women's, the Comets 4 straight championships. Which ones are impressive? Which one are impressive?
The most impressive?
Yeah, the most impressive. You guys' opinion. Which one?
Let me answer it. The reason why I'm gonna say it, and I'm not being biased. I'm not even picking my Spurs. I'm gonna say it's the Comets.
Okay.
Talk that shit.
I like that. I like that. I like it.
Because
I like that, Tayrock.
Nobody in professional basketball won 4 straight championships in a row. You know how hard it is to do that?
Right out the gate. As soon as WNBA started, 4 straight.
I gotta give it to the Comets. You know what I'm saying, like I said, I'm not gonna be biased, even though of course I would love to pick my Spurs, but I'm not gonna be biased. And I feel like Jordan 2 3-peat will come second.
Okay.
Behind it. And then I'll go probably put my Spurs last because that Yankees 2017 championship is kind of cool right there. But I still put that championship when the Phillies won it, when he striked them out at the end of the game and the Phillies won, I still take that over that Yankee championship.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really care for the Yankees dynasty. I don't care for the Yankees dynasty, so they go last on my list.
Okay.
Number 2. Number 1, of course, I'm gonna go with the Houston Comets because there's no. I don't think is any professional sports that won 4 straight. People can say, "Oh, it's women's basketball is easier." No, the hell it's not.
Not win.
I think you straight.
Who?
Did you? Yeah, you kind of went 4 straight.
I said professional.
Professional.
Oh, yeah, professional.
In professional sports, like the NBA, the NFL, MLB, NHL, I have not seen any of those sports win 4 straight. Not winning 3, taking a break, and come back and winning 3.
Yep.
That's not straight through. But people feel like the WNBA is easier to win championships. It's easier to win games. It's easier to be a legend. It's not.
Yep.
It's not. It's just as hard as the men. So
yeah, that's true.
you got to give the Houston Comets their respect. Half of those players that won those championships those 4 straight years are in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
I put Chicago, then I put the Spurs, then Yankees.
Yep.
That's how I have mine.
Again, you had some of the most dominant girls that ever played the WNBA game. You had Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, and Cynthia Cooper on the
Kim
same
Parrott,
team.
one of my
Kim
favorite
Parrott,
players that I
one
love
of my
growing up
favorite
watching.
players, one of my favorite Houston Comets players that I loved it to watch, man, was great on defense. She was a monster all around. But though that's probably one of the when the WNBA first kicked off, that's probably one of the greatest WNBA teams that you can assemble right there. Three dominant players right up out of the gate to come out and win 4 straight championships. I think
Cheryl Swoops was the first one to be a part of the Jordan brand.
Yep.
For real.
Yep.
Because I remember one year back in Easter, I had a pair of Cheryl Swoops sneakers. I don't give a shit what nobody say. And they bringing them back out this year. Watch me get a pair. Watch me get a pair.
See, I was gonna go ahead and say
get the New York. You gotta get a New York Liberty Day flowers too, because they made it to the finals a lot. They just beat the Comets. They really.
Three out of the 4 years, they played the New York Liberty 3 out of the 4 years.
And they beat them all. They beat them every year too. Yeah, they beat them every year. I mean, Teresa Weatherspoon, that shot that she hit down there from the other side of the court that went in, that was a crazy.
Still one of the greatest plays in sports history.
Yep, that was crazy.
It still be played to this day.
Yep. She wasn't even at half court when she hit it. She was right out of takeout line. She threw it up and she just knocked it down. See, I was gonna throw the college Gino Auriemma in it. That's for college sport. This man haven't lost. This man haven't lost not one game in 2 years. One time. It took literally 2 years for a team to beat them. Do y'all put that up there in the rankings for UConn? Winning all those games straight, going 2 years without losing a game. Do you put that up there, Coach? Do you consider that?
You see his face? Because he attended. That's what he got.
I do not like talking about UConn. As a Tennessee volunteer, we do not talk about UConn. We just don't. And if you look at it, the SEC was always a better conference than UConn. So of course UConn's going to go undefeated for the last 2 years when they have nobody in their conference that was better than them or just as close as them. And listen, you'll have UConn at like 26-0, and the next best team is 13-15. Get the fuck out of here! Come on, man, stop it.
Let me say something.
Go ahead, Tay.
Get in the tournament, you still got to play the best teams. So they were beating.
They always go to the weakest region. They always go to the weakest region.
So when they get to the Elite Eight, the Final Four, and the National Championship, when they playing those teams, when they beat them, then what?
They barely beating them teams now. They're going to lose this weekend, though. UConn going to lose this weekend, though, because they were supposed to lose to NC State. NC State got robbed. Okay, more story another day.
I watched that get robbed. They didn't get robbed.
He said they got robbed. I don't think this is a question unless go ahead.
Who the Lady Vols playing in the Final Four?
The Lady Vols not in the Final Four, so it don't matter, man.
But UConn is though.
Only reason why UConn is in it because Paige is back. If Paige was not there, UConn would not be in the Final Four.
So what? Gino got more shit than Pat now, so it don't matter.
It doesn't matter, but Pat Mills is considered one of the greatest coaches to ever do it. Before Gino.
Of course.
Just imagine if Pat Summitt was still alive. Gino would not be where he's at right now. You lucky. Oh, God bless Pat Summitt's soul. God bless her goddamn soul.
Tennessee and Connecticut was beating each other, so what you mean?
Don't get me hot in this hot ass room. Don't get me hot in this hot ass room.
The walls are closing on Tennessee. They starting to look peachy.
They're not closing on Tennessee. It's just
I'm talking about you.
No, it's looking peachy for the football team. I can say that much. Football team ain't shit.
Y'all wasn't shit when y'all had Peyton Manning.
We was better than y'all that year. We damn sure was better than Florida State.
How many national championships Tennessee got in football?
And I don't even think Florida State got a player coming out the draft for the NFL this year. That's how bad they were.
They got one player. That's it.
One player compared to like 6 or 7 players from Tennessee. Stop it.
Yeah.
When the last time y'all smelled the national championship?
Oh shit!
When the last time Florida State smelled a national championship?
Been way longer. It's been way shorter than y'all.
We with the better bowl games than y'all in the last 5 years.
Okay, I get all that. At the end of the day, do y'all have any rings?
We do have national championships.
What? Right. Well, like 65.
Listen, I don't know if I was even thought of. I don't know, but I know we got national championships.
Here's national champ. But my thing is, I could look up and watch videos of our national championship. You got to find a newspaper for Tennessee national championship, Jaws.
That's not true at all.
The last Tennessee won a national championship, Jerry Jones was still playing college football.
Oh my goodness, I can't do it. Can't do it with Tayrock. Oh my god. I know this is not a question.
6 national championships. Florida football, Tennessee football have 6 national championships and 16 conference titles. What are we saying?
What's the years?
Huh?
What's the years?
So the years for that. So the first one that we had was in. Hold up, let me see. The last one that we had was in 98. I'm not going to sit there. And we beat Florida State in 98. What are you talking about? We beat Florida State in 98.
Well, what's the year?
I got it. I'm going to the thing now. God,
98.
We beat y'all in 98. So
98.
Tayrock, what was y'all last national championship?
I think like 2013, 14.
Okay, that was with Jameis Winston and right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that big ass wide receiver that y'all had that got fat?
Kelvin Benjamin.
Yes.
His name was Kelvin Benjamin. That was Kelvin Benjamin. He got fat. He kind of got big.
We came back to see Auburn.
Yeah, they beat Auburn in the national championship to win. I know this is not really an answer that needs to be answered, but
it's 1938, 1940, 1950, 51, 67, and 98.
I told you they was all back in the day when nobody knew about them.
But if you want to look at division championships, it was 97, 98, 2001, 2003, 2004, and 2007 for the SEC championships.
Did they win the SEC?
The best conference. That's in the best conference in college football.
Did they win the SEC championships? Or they were just going?
We are. Oh, actually, we're 3-3 in those SEC championships. We're 3-3.
Yeah. So we got. This is probably going to be the last topic right here of the show right here, but I want to add a little competition in this part right here. We know obviously who's the best duo out of this two. So you do got CJ McCollum, you do got Brandon Ingram, and versus Joel Embiid and James Harden. But I'm gonna add when a healthy Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, who's the and Chris Paul and Devin Booker, who's the better duos? How would you rank?
Why would we put CJ? We can't put CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram in there just yet.
Yet. Well, they do got the 8B.
Yeah, they do. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like I mean, you can put Joel Embiid and James Harden in there if that's the case, because they both got traded in the trade deadline.
Yep.
Because before McCollum got there, they didn't have the AC.
Yeah, they played. McCollum was playing like shit until McCollum got there.
They mess around and get the 6th seed.
If they keep playing the way they play, though, that's the thing. Because at the end of the day, I still feel like if you're going to put Devin Booker and Chris Paul, and then you put Seth and Clay, when healthy, I gotta go. For me, I gotta go with the healthiest right now, and that's Joel Embiid and James Harden. Because Devin Booker is on the floor, but Chris Paul is not. Then you have Klay Thompson on the floor, but Steph Curry is not. But if both of them was on the floor, that would be a different topic. So I'm going with the healthiest players right now. And right now is Joel Embiid and James Harden. Ever since James Harden came to Philadelphia, Joel Embiid has not stopped his MVP reign. He just gotten better. Yeah, Chris Paul is back, but I still feel like since the trade deadline, is Joel Embiid and James Harden since the trade deadline. Those two has been clicking. They've been on all cylinders. I mean, everything else is struggling around them. Even though Chris Paul is back, but he did miss a lot of time. But I'm going off since the trade deadline. And I'm going to have to go with James Harden and Joel Embiid, and that's not being biased. Because if Chris Paul played after the All-Star game and he played doing since the trade deadline, I would probably have to put Devin and Chris Paul up there. Then Steph and Clay. But we talking about playing all the games. I don't think Joel Embiid and James Harden. I think James Harden missed like 1 or 2 games since the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken. Probably a little bit more because of rest or whatever, or that load management bullshit, not just because of injury. But I'm not trying to be biased because I respect Devin Booker and Chris Paul. I respect Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. I respect CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. I think they're the more younger talent that could be a great duo in the West. But I'm going with Embiid and Harden here.
Who you got, Tay?
I kind of got to go with Embiid and Harden too. I was going to go with Chris Paul and Booker, but Chris Paul and he don't be on the floor that much. But I like what McCollum and Brandon Ingram was doing. I feel like they continue it, and then they can continue it in the playoffs. They'll probably move up in it and probably get whatever numbers people were had them at. But for the most part, I got to go with Harden and Embiid because I feel like they're going to try to rob Embiid for the MVP. I feel like he should get it. Even though they keep saying Jokic's numbers is better, I doubt it. But the way Embiid has been playing this year now with James Harden, I feel like they can have a strong push to the NBA Finals. I feel like they could possibly do it. It won't be. Don't get me wrong. It ain't gonna be easy. You still gotta go through Giannis.
Yep.
Still gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you get past Giannis. I felt like if you could get past Miami and Milwaukee, you pretty much got the East on lock. If you could get past those two in the series, but you got to also watch out for Cleveland because they could play too. So I'm gonna go with Embiid. I'm gonna go with Embiid and Harden on that one.
All right. So one more thing for.
Oh yeah, that's true though. Let them burn. Let them burn. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown could have been on there. Kyrie and Kevin Durant should have been on there. Hey, I don't know. I mean,
all right, so I gotta get the predictions right now for college. Those of y'all know, Final Four, each Final Four. So, Coach, who you got on the women's division? You got Louisville versus South Carolina. You got UConn versus Stanford. Who you got in the national championship, and who you got winning the national championship out of the ladies?
South Carolina division? And Stanford. I really want South Carolina and Stanford, but if you want to do it just for television, South Carolina and UConn, and South Carolina would knock off UConn.
All right, so you got South Carolina winning the.
I got South Carolina winning it all because Dawn Staley just won Coach of the Year. Congratulations to her.
And it's set up for her to win it because she got Coach of the Year. Just like it's set up for Coach K.
Dawn Staley not retiring though. That's the difference. Dawn Staley not retiring.
Who you got, Tayrock? Who you got winning those Final Four, and who you got the championship?
UConn knocking off the bully South Carolina.
So you got UConn with Gino Auriemma. Okay. So you got UConn winning the national.
UConn need to sit their asses down. They don't need no more championships. Sit your asses down.
Why?
Sit your asses down. We need more dominant other colleges besides UConn. I'm tired of seeing them fucking colors. I'm tired of seeing these white eraser board ass women that look ugly as shit on UConn. Absolutely not. UNC bully their asses. And South Carolina bully their asses and win the championship. Bring that Philly style of ball. They can't handle it.
Matter of fact, tell Max to go throw them in the SEC. Let them play against Tennessee and.
They would not want no smoke with the SEC when it comes to basketball.
All right, so we go to the men's division: Kansas versus Villanova, Duke versus North Carolina. Who we got winning those rounds for the national championship?
I got Nova and Duke in the national championship, and I got Duke beating Nova by like 3 points. Because now the only reason why I gotta pick Duke because I like Nova as well, but I can either be neutral or not pick nobody if that was to actually happen. Because 9 times out of 10 that's probably what I'll do, but I'll be extra happy if Duke win. But most likely I'll go with being neutral because I actually like Nova. I would like for them to win some as well. But if it's not Duke, I will go with Nova if it's not Duke. You know what I'm saying? If it's not, so Duke play UNC. So if UNC play Nova, I'm gonna pick Villanova either way. So that's how I'm gonna do
it. I'm taking North Carolina to beat Duke in the final.
There you go.
I'm
taking North Carolina to spank that ass in the Final Four. And then I love my Villanova Wildcats. I really do. But stop playing with these Kansas Jayhawks. Stop playing with them.
Yep.
Stop playing with them. Nobody's talking about Kansas. Y'all talk about Villanova. Y'all talk about Duke. Y'all talk about UNC. Y'all need to stop sleeping on this Kansas team. And I'm sorry. Villanova literally didn't really get away with it in the Elite Eight. They barely got to the Final Four.
These games are hard.
I am taking Kansas over Villanova in this game.
Big 12, I'll tell y'all.
I'm taking Kansas over Villanova in this game. So I have UNC in Kansas in the national championship and Kansas winning it.
Okay, got Kansas winning the national championship. I would love that.
Bill Self about to win a championship.
Huh?
I'm talking about their coach. Kansas coach.
Bill Self is about to win a championship.
When the last time he won a championship?
No. I say here about
Nova is a school in Philly, Arku. They are a school in Philly, but I feel like sometimes Villanova underestimate their opponents a bit too much. And that's been the problem with them, and that's what I saw in the Elite Eight. They really underestimated who they play in the Elite Eight. Who they play?
Houston.
Yeah, they underestimated Houston. They kept Houston around. That wasn't a blowout. I bet you if Houston would have made those 18 threes, bruh, we might be talking different right now.
If Houston would have made four of them threes, they would have won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think it was a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of wide open shots too. So I just feel like.
But you know the reason why I feel like Duke gonna beat North Carolina because you're not gonna beat Duke bad like that twice. It's just not gonna happen. And they want that. And then this is to go to the chip too. Just imagine if they was on different brackets and they met in the national championship. That would have been the beat North Carolina.
Perfect ACC national championship.
That's why they didn't set them up like that.
And Arcoon, yes, Jay Wright is a legend, but mind you, the only coach that's not a legend in this Final Four is UNC's head coach.
Yep.
I forgot his name. Right. He was Roy Williams' successor, and he was an assistant coach for all those years.
He played there. He played there.
He played there, but I'm talking about as a coach. If you look at all the three coaches that's in there, Bill Self, Coach K, and Jay Wright, they all legends in their way. Now he's trying to make them. He's trying to make himself one of those UNC legendary coaches since Roy Williams left. So
yeah, that's true.
I just feel like with Kansas, the way they dominated the Elite Eight in the Sweet 16, they have a lot of momentum going into the Final Four. Villanova, do not underestimate Kansas in this game. I'm telling you that right now. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah, I don't want to underestimate the Big 12. The Big 12, guys. The Big 12 is very, very strong. So
because you would not be surprised it'll be back-to-back years that the Big 12 won the national championship. I would not be surprised.
Yep. That's how strong the Big 12 is. So, ladies and gentlemen, that goes to calling head of the show right there. Got your boy Tayrock, got your boy Coach Spotlight right there. Y'all let them know, y'all can find us right here at Spotlight Sports Network. Got a lot of activities on. Coach, you want to explain the activities we got going on this weekend?
We have a lot going on this week. Tonight we have the Bucks and Nets on the network. The live play-by-play Dante will be doing that, and then he'll be doing Lakers in Utah right after that. Tomorrow, WBM, Waterboy and Equipment Manager podcast. They'll have their NBA final predictions going on. So make sure y'all check that out around between 12 and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as a premiere. Snake Sports Talk Show might be coming back tomorrow. Not too sure. Got to talk to Jake about that. But Ruthless Attitude, WrestleMania, and NXT picks and predictions at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I think the Hall of Fame is around that same time. Undertaker will be getting inducted into the Hall of Fame as the main person, as the top guy in the Hall of Fame. And then
even wrestling's just like 65.
Yeah, he finally retired, and then WrestleMania this weekend. Day 1 is Saturday. Then WrestleMania day 2. Just to let you know, Tayrock Stone Cold will definitely be back in the ring in day 1 against Kevin Owens. So you definitely don't want to miss that, because you know why. Stone Cold told him that he could use that stunner, but Kevin Owens is coming out and saying that he could do the stunner better than Stone Cold. So that's why he's not really wrestling, but he's on the KO show. It's like a little segment that they have on WrestleMania. But you know what's going to happen. What's going to happen. Stone Cold's going to stun him and then throw the beers, blah, blah, blah. That's predictable. But Stone Cold will definitely be at WrestleMania 38. We will be covering the NXT Stay and Deliver, WrestleMania Part 1 of Day 1, which is Saturday, and WrestleMania Part 2, which is Sunday. So we got a lot of action-packed stuff. Between the Lines on Sunday, another baseball podcast we have, and some more play-by-plays and other stuff. We'll be back here for all our other shows, and that's basically it, man. That's basically it.
Coach Spotlight explaining all the activity we got going for you guys. So make sure I hit that like, that subscribe, that merch.
That's the only time that Tayrock is on the watch WrestleMania, because Stone Cold's going to be on that.
And Tayrock will be in the building with watching some Stone Cold. Go ahead, Tayrock.
Yep, that's the only time I want.
See, I'm trying to cut back on the beer, but now Stone Cold is motivating me to drink the beer again. I'm trying to cut back on the shit.
Watching today?
Huh?
Were you watching today?
Here.
Oh, I'll be there.
Yep, y'all heard it best. Yep. Tayrock gonna be here with Stone Cold, Kevin Owens. Go ahead.
What time it start?
I think it's 6:30 or 6:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Off at 3. Perfect.
Yeah, yep. WrestleMania always starts late though. Roman Reigns going to win. Screw Roman Reigns. I don't like either. I don't like Roman Reigns. I don't like Brock Lesnar. So I really don't give 2 fucks who wins that.
If I see Stone Cold, I'm out.
All right, so y'all, we about to get ready to get up out of here, man. So don't forget the merch, 20% off of the merch on the merch. Y'all go comp the merch, and so we'll see y'all later. We'll see y'all in a couple hours. We up out of here, y'all. Deuces to y'all. We'll see y'all later, man.
I got it from here, Dante. We out of here, y'all. Peace out. Comment, like, and subscribe, motherfuckers.